Good morning, Year 4. Today we're going to be counting in multiples and using place value. So everything we've done this week, just going back over it and making sure we're checking it and making sure we can do what we've set out to do. So we need to complete the number trains for each given multiple. So here we're going to be counting in fours. So if we're going 0, 4, 8, 12, what number comes next? Counting in 8s, 0, 8, 32. What numbers are we missing out of these two boxes in here? Then write the value of the digits in the number 845. So we've got 8 there, which is showing me 800s. So what number does this 4 represent in 845? What number does it represent in the 5? Write the missing numbers. So we've got 369. We know what 10 more is 379. What's 10 less going to be? If we've got 474, what's 100 more going to be? What's 100 less going to be? Make sure you're reading the question and not rushing through it and making sure that when it says 10 less, you're taking 10 away. And when it says 100 less, you're taking 100 away. Match the numeral to the number in words. So first we're going to, I think it's dragoned. Oh, is it? No, we're clicking and then click on the other one. So I've got 586. I can read that one, 586, and I need to change it and tag it on with the one that says the same number. So I've got 856. No, that doesn't match with 586. 865. No, that doesn't match with 586. 586. There we go. Oh, and there's my line drawn across for me. Place the correct symbol between each pair of numbers. Now, I think we did this yesterday and we had a look at comparing the numbers. So I'm looking at 412 and 421. So I can see the hundreds are the same, but the tens are slightly different. You need to decide which one you're going to use. Are you going to use less than or greater than? Write 274 in numerals. So just inside that box there, write in 274. Place the numbers in order. So because of the symbol saying less than, we are going in ascending order. So starting with the smallest number, going through to the largest number. What number is shown by the blocks? So with here, these represent 1000, these represent 100, and these represent 11. So I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what number we're representing there. Complete the number sentences. 200 is equal to how many tens? So here, you can either count in your tens until you get into 200, or if you know how many tens are in 100, maybe you can figure out how many tens are in 200. Now, how many ones are in 600s? So if you know how many ones are in 100, you might be able to figure out how many ones are in 600. I wouldn't recommend counting in ones all the way till you get to 600 because it will take you quite a while. Right, if we've got 394, and that's equal to how many hundreds, and how many tens, and how many ones. Now, remember doing this on my notepad earlier, so I can see that 300s, 94. I nearly gave you the answer away then. Estimate the reading for each arrow on the milliliter scale. So if you know that this one's 540, are we going up in tens? Let's check. Oh, I tell you, I think I can figure out what we're going up in. So if we're starting at 0 at the bottom, will it work in 10? Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that means two of these will be 100, 200. No, that can't work. It must be something different. I might even recommend having a look at 20s rather than 10s. Bit of problem solving. One box contains 4 cupcakes. Add the missing place value to complete the table. So 1 is equal to 4, 2 is equal to 8, 3 is equal to 12. So if you know there is 4 in 1, how many will there be in 4? You might choose to use repeated addition and do 4, add 4, add 4, add 4, or do 4 multiplied by 4. It's your choice. Tilly counted from 100 to 800 in steps of 100. Did she say the number 700? All right. So Tilly counted from 100 to 800 in hundreds. So she went 100, 200, 300, 400, all the way to 800. Did she say the number 700? I'll leave that one up to you. I am thinking of a number. The number has 9 in the hundreds place and 2 in the ones place. The number is greater than 951, but less than 962. What could the number be? Ooh, so it has a 900 in the 9 in the hundreds column, a 2 in the ones column. What was that tens digit? Tricky question. David has raised £398 for charity. Then a local shop donates £100 and his aunt donates £10. How much money has David raised now? So he started with 398. It increased by 100, added on 100, and then added on 10. So maybe you might want to use column addition here to help you, or you could do it mentally looking at adding on 100. Have a good go at this, guys. I'll be looking forward to seeing how you get on.